Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we have expanded our kingdom a fair amount, and we're going to expand it more, for sure. We're going to take this 60 gold, might as well, and I would like to bump up our war elephants to size 2. We want to get that up to size 15 kind of as soon as possible, but that's going to be a little while. When can we extort our subjects? Actually, March. Let's wait on that. I was going to make the argument that we should attack this guy basically right away, but March is really, really close. So I think that's definitely something that we should do. Oh, 410 gold from our daughter. Excellent. And we'll take 25 gold here as well. And now we can extort subjects. Now, where are my loyal subjects? And honestly, I'm going to take this. We're going to do the act of tyranny. Why take a little when we can take a lot? And we're going to put all of that gold into our war elephants. Every little bit of it. That brings us up to 9 out of 15. That boosts us up quite a lot in terms of strength. We should probably still wait, though, because this guy is actually reasonably powerful. It's similar to us, and I agree. I think we could probably take this guy. But why do we have to risk it, is the question, when we can just max out our elephants and then call it good. That's going to be the concept anyway. It's going to take us a little while to get these elephants maxed, and we do actually have a lot of buildings that we could build here to further increase our stats. No doubt about that. But for now, I think this is fine. So we'll just take this up, and currently it's about every 4 months we get one of these. That feels so slow. Maybe we should just wait until this maxes out and then go. That'll be a lot faster. We'll slowly be working our way through this. It's only going to be 5 more sizes of elephant, right? The difference here is 125 elephants. We did just finish our elephant riding grounds, which is, of course, fantastic. But we want to get this done as soon as possible. We do not want this guy to die before we do this holy war. That's the thing. We're on a bit of a clock here. Oh, we have prisoners we can ransom. We should definitely do this, although apparently they're all for 2 people. So it's going to take us a little time to get this done. Yes, we accept all of your gold. Wonderful. So we'll get all of these prisoners ransomed, assuming that we can, and it looks like, yes, we mostly can. So that sounds good. Okay, that gives us a decent chunk of gold there. Again, I'm going to put that gold into our elephants. So that brings us up to 204 out of 275. We are working on maintaining our elephants and growing them up to 275, so that is cutting into our overall amount of cash flow, and that's not necessarily surprising at all. We're going to get another unit of elephants going here, putting us at 261 out of 300. We're now 3 away, which is 1,200 gold. Okay. Apparently we're angry about this person. Sure. It's fine. Is that our son? Yes, that is our son. Okay, well, our son is our rival. Our heir is our rival. So he has a lot of reason to, you know, want to murder us a little bit. I'm sure it's fine. This is a lot of gold, but I'm not going to grant it to you because we have domain limit issues. Okay. So we're currently at 300 out of 300 elephants. So that means that we're still 3 upgrades away here. That's 1,200 gold. And that's a lot, no doubt about that. But we can get that bumped up one more time to 13. And now we're maxed again. Call to war against the tyranny of... Who is this? Oh, this guy. It's just a war against tyranny. I decline. This is not actually helpful to our cause. What I want to do instead is I want to go up over here and I want to fight for this kingdom. Okay, that is a lot. What is he allied to? It's this. Way up over here. They'd make their way down. That makes this a whole lot spicier. This alliance is unfortunate for us. I no longer believe that we can take this. When he was just at the 19,000, I was willing to risk it. This, on the other hand, maybe not so much. Maybe we need to bide our time. So we could go after this guy. We could holy war for his duchy over here. And then this up over here would be de jure ours. It's very awkward. There's also this guy here. He doesn't have a whole lot. So there is that. We could just go after this county. Now, is that part of the empire title here? Actually, yes, it is. Wait. No, it isn't. Okay. So, if we want the empire tier title, that basically means that we're going to have to fight this guy, right? We need 20 counties. We can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by not fighting this guy. There's a couple up over here that we could take, but really fighting this guy is the way forward. Now, we could simply save up some money, invest a bunch of money here. Okay, that's all fine. We could invest a bunch of money here in getting our men-at-arms up to the absolute peak that they can get to. That is a distinct possibility. But it seems at this moment that we are not in a position to attack this fine gentleman up here. Very unfortunate. This was definitely the plan, but they are... That's tough. That's very tough. They're currently getting wrecked by plague up over here, but maybe that if they get embroiled in a big war, perhaps with the Mongols, that might be a good thing to do. But they're not doing that right now. Okay, so we can grab Fearful Troops. That will be good to reduce our men-at-arms maintenance. And then we're interested in getting more castle upgrades, specifically. I'm going to build this fortress, and then we're going to continue to save some money. We got this claim fabricated. Okay, so we need to continue to fabricate some claims out over this direction. I want to just double-check that we can press multiple claims at once. We can. Okay. So that is a big deal. We're going to continue to work on fabricating claims over here, and we're going to want to fabricate up here as well, and that will definitely be a thing. Okay. We could submit to the Great Khan. We're not going to do that. Not at this time. We're not really threatened by the Great Khan at this moment. I don't see a reason to do so. So down here, I'd like to get this upgraded as well. We can found a holy order. I will pass on that for the moment. So I think at this moment, we're forced to just bide our time and hope that this alliance goes away sometime soon. That would be the dream anyway. In the meantime, we'll be working down over here. So that's absolutely fine. I do want to get Colum upgrading to a level 4 castle. Mahal down over here is still Tamil culture, so this can't be upgraded. This can't be upgraded either to level 4 just yet, but all of these can be. Okay. Cancer. Well, it's not ideal. We're 58, so it's not necessarily surprising. Okay, they cut off our leg, and it didn't work. Well, that's unfortunate. So I was going to say we need to do this before this ruler dies. At this point, that's probably not going to happen. This fundamentally changes the calculus. That means that we need to come up here. But that can't be Holy Ward. This can't be Holy Ward either. No holy wars here either. I'm just going to press this claim. It's, well, actually, if we're dying, we need to press the claims that we have here. This is what we have to do. Unless we want to press this guy's claim, he would be independent, though. We don't want that. That's not ideal. And that's just a single Sakana. So I want to press this claim right now. This is only going to be 2 counties, but we don't want to lose our claims that we've fabricated. The Cancer changes our time frame on everything. This alliance significantly alters our short-term plans. So we have to declare here. We're basically forced into doing this by circumstances beyond our control. So we're raising up our forces here. We're going to war. And we're going to hop out over this direction right now. Okay. So this claim fabrication is probably no longer relevant. We're not going to get a chance to press this claim. So I'm going to cancel working on this, actually, and I'm just going to work on converting up over here instead. We're not going to claim this at this moment. That'll be next life. Okay. This is why we declared the war when we did. We're going to continue as our son. We have primogeniture, so there's no fundamental problem here with all of this, right? We gained a bunch of court artifacts, and... okay, yeah, this is not a problem right now. For the dynasty head, we gained a rival, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're at 7 of 5 domain right now. We need to fix this. Our wife is pretty good at stewardship. That brings us to 7 out of 6. Okay. So we'll put in our chancellor, we'll put in our steward, we'll put in our spy master. That's all fine. 7 of 6 is not ideal, but it's not the worst thing in the world. So at this point, I'm going to go into stewardship. We're going to grab domain focus once again. That brings us back to 7 of 7. This guy's 32. We'll be able to live for a while. This looks good. He's already got an heir good to go. And we don't need to worry about getting any of this changed around because we're on primogeniture. So that's absolutely perfect. We're going to get this sieged. There we go. And I'm going to wander up over to Jafta. These guys can siege over here a little bit, but there's really not that much that they can do over here, and this is fine. We're just going to get the ticking war score under our control and prevent them from going via land this way. They could embark and sail around. It doesn't really matter, though. Okay, so this, of course, means we can do another subjugation war. We're going to be truced to this guy. And that's fine. To that end, by the way, I want to be working on fabricating claims again out over here. So we're going to do that. We have pretty high stress right now, too. We might want to hold a funeral for our father. It's probably not a bad idea. We need to work up our level of fame. We need to work up our piety somewhat. So all of that will be good. Anything good that we get here? 48% war score. Okay. So he is still sieging down over this way. This is absolutely fine. Okay, we won this siege. That's winning us a bunch of gold, so that's neat. Our court grandeur decreased. That's noted. What do we got going on here? We'll take some prestige. And in our court grandeur, this is... okay, it's working its way up, and we're past our expectations. So for the moment, this is fine. Holy Order founded. Description. Perfect. Okay, so they won their siege here. This is not surprising. We're at 44% war score at this time, and they have no option now except to attempt to contest us. We're going to fight them, and we'll win this fight. Even with them defending in the mountains here, this is going to be a very easy fight for us. No problem. They have this is the best terrain they're going to get, for the record. They're defending in the mountains with a level 11 fort here. It's not going to get better. So we won that battle. That brought up our level of fame, so that's neat. And we're at 89% war score at this moment. This siege could end the war, especially when combined with ticking. Are we missing a siege up here? Do we have to siege this temple holding? Maybe. Okay, it did win the war. So we're going to enforce these demands. That gives us some legitimacy as well, and that's absolutely fine. We don't want to hold these ourselves. We're going to immediately grant them out. So that is all absolutely fine there. There we go. We gained that legitimacy, and now at this moment, I want to hold a funeral. So we're going to do that. This is going to be a funeral up over here where there's the holy site and the temple as before. This is going to be with maximized ceremonials, and this is going to be for our father. With our goal being to mourn, we definitely want to drop our holder's opinion. Okay, so we're just going to go with a caravan master here. We definitely want to drop our stress level, and that's understood. So we can go for, this is already 528. So that's 558 right there. And where is this danger at? Oh, it's up over here. Hills. Gotcha. So a mountaineer would drop that, and then we've got this up over here, which would need mountain guards. So, or rather mercenary guards. So this is 564 gold. That's 14 gold away from what we have, and now we have enough. So let's go ahead and start this, and we're going to head on off to hold this funeral. Okay. So this is going to be a decent amount of stress reduction. Our stress was reduced. We have sore muscles, but that's fine. Okay, so our stress reduction is, of course, a good thing. What is our education? Intricate web weaver? Okay. So I want to change this kid's education most likely. What is his guardianship? He doesn't have one. He's currently traveling, so he must be coming with us to the funeral. Sure. So we're looking to build up our prestige, and we're looking to build up our piety here. That's the goal at this moment. This ransom is acceptable. We'll take the gold. And this ransom is also acceptable. Cool. There's a scheme at court. Are these the same person? They're very similar looking. I guess this guy has a scar and this guy does not. But otherwise, they are, they're very similar. This guy's our vassal. This guy's our brother. They're not the same person. They just look like it. Okay. Well, we've got 20 gold here that is coming in. That's absolutely fine. We can ransom more prisoners, which we are delighted to do. We'll get all of the money we can there. Perfect. And 78% chance of 100 piety. We're actually more interested in the piety than anything else. There we go. Because we want to work up our piety to devoted servant, remember. So what do we got this? Or what do we got here? 43% chance, 50 piety, but this is gaining the same 50 piety and losing 24 stress. No brainer there. Perfect. So that's excellent. I do want to continue to boost up our war elephants. We've almost got them maxed. So one more of those, and that'll be fine. 100 more piety and 52 stress reduction. Done. This ransom is acceptable. We'll take additional gold. Okay, 76% chance. We'll see if we get this. Yeah, we got it. Excellent. So we got some legitimacy out of that too. We're doing very well here, and I don't care. Get out of here. So what is this? Rough gemstone, wild antelope hide, burnished lamellar armor. Well, how much do we actually need to get up to devoted servant? The answer is we need 171. Rough gemstone is good enough. There we go. So that brings us up in our piety level. We still need to get our prestige level up. So that's understood. We'll speak of his virtues. We don't want to lose legitimacy. So that all seems fine. Okay. So there's our stress going down. Our stress level has dropped down to 0. That's perfect. And 15 legitimacy, 37 legitimacy. Honestly, 415 gold for 37 legitimacy is a pretty decent exchange. Or we could just gain 15 legitimacy for free, and that's what I'm going to do. 15 legitimacy isn't a lot of legitimacy, and our expected legitimacy is level 4. But here we go. There's another 90 legitimacy, so that's decent. It's slowly working our way up. And we're going to head on back. Okay. So we can now max out our war elephants, which is indeed the goal. We'll get that done. Okay, so that's completed. Now, we've got this guy down over here. We're truced to him right now. Eventually, we may be able to subjugate him, or we might just make all of our claims here. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 counties here. Seems easy enough. So I think we'll probably just make claims on that. We're going to be truced with him for a while. That means our subjugation war can be more against, like, this guy. Although we don't have that as an option right now here. I'm wondering about this guy. Ooh, he's an emperor. And he's not that strong either. That's definitely an idea. Okay, that is definitely an idea. So we've arrived home, and that seems good. So our holy war plan would be to attack this guy. This would be the holy war for this kingdom, and that is, of course, basically guaranteed to give us our empire title. How many counties is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be very close to getting us that title. Now, we don't want to declare this right now. He's still allied up over here. That's still a significant problem. So that's understood. Who is this? We could marry this person. It's theoretically possible. Oh, she is married. Nope, never mind. That's not going to be a thing. Okay, so that seems fine. So this is all maxed out at this point. Nothing to be done. Ooh, all of Rajarata. So that's very interesting. That means that we just got a claim on this entire duchy over here, so we got both of these claimed. So that, of course, means that we've still got these to make claims on. So that would be down over here. And we don't want to do this because we're currently in debt. But we don't want to do it because we're intruced either. So we're going to hold off on that. We should be able... There we go. Yeah, so that claim would be what would be pressed. So we need 3 additional claims here. 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll be ready to attack this guy. But that truce isn't going to be done until 1273. So 4 years on that. Absolutely fine. We've got this guy over here, and eventually we'd like to take him over. There's the de jure lands over here, and high partition. No. Get out of here. I don't want that. We could definitely attack for this and get this guy on truce. To be honest, I think we should. Let's get that done. So we're going to get that underway, and we'll just get this taken over nice and quick. So he's probably going to raise down here and start sieging. That's fine. He can do that. Enemy allies, enemy holy orders. Yeah. Whatever. It's all fine. So we're going to siege down over here. That gets us ticking war score underway. Next, what we want to do is we want to group up, or not really group up. We want to cut them off and prevent them from grouping up as much as possible. Yeah, I want to catch them here. This is a good catch. Fantastic. So we just cut off a significant chunk of their force and stack wiped them. And then we can come back up over this direction. They're trying to group up right here. This is fine. We don't mind this. They're actually splitting up. They don't like this situation, and they shouldn't. And we're going to eradicate this section of their army. No problem there. And then we're going to come down here and eradicate this section of their army as well. Then we're going to go take their capital. That's the plan. They're moving perfectly for us right now. I'm hoping we catch them here. It looks like we will. Beautiful. So that's no problem there. We'll get that eliminated, and we'll get this taken over. The war is actually over, and we're going to enforce those demands. Perfect. There we go. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue to push our borders here. We should probably do a coronation here fairly soon. We may need to save up some money for that. We'll have to replenish our men-at-arms, of course, first. but that is definitely something we can think about doing. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Spock, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.